Have you ever wanted more pleasure in your life? You're in the right space. For the final month of the year, I'm Rachel and I've been intimacy coaching for 11 years. Every month we did a different series talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday life. Was not directly about pleasure. It was about intimacy building, basically. And so what I decided to wrap my series up with this month is talking about things that I feel like are really hindering us from having the best relationships we could ever have. And not just our intimate ones, all kinds of relationships. So today what I want to talk about is insecurity. Okay. In our culture, I think this is, it's difficult because although nobody wants to feel insecure, everything that happens around us, especially in the Western culture, is driven to make you feel insecure about yourself, especially for women, but for all walks of life. What I have found in my intimacy coaching business is that for men in Western culture, their identity comes from providership through sex and money. And what I have found from women is that your role has been validated, especially for white women, through domestic labor, right? So rearing the children, taking care of the home, all of those things. And while these are not as rigid as they used to be, even when I was a child, they're still deeply ingrained in many of the generations from millennial and above, because that's where we came from. You see large shifts happening in the younger generations, which I think is very important. We should be fluid. We should give ourselves permission to change and to really understand that. But insecurity is placed upon us. When we feel insecure, we feel at the mercy of the pressures of society. So if I don't feel good enough, I'm going to look to somebody to tell me how should I feel better. I'm going to look to an outside source to buy those clothes or do that hairstyle so that I feel like I'm being accepted. That's what happens with insecurity. We don't enable people to step into their full power and shine their brightest light. We're fearful of that. We wouldn't want them to do that because we want to be at the top, or we don't want them to take over. We don't want them to have more than we do. So it's just cool if you just kind of like, bare minimum, Sally, that's the best that you can do. That's great. We're looking for that. Okay. So insecurity is killing us. It's killing us through other videos that I talked about with self-expression and unconditional love and radical acceptance. We can't have those things if we feel insecure about who we are. We feel insecure about how we think. We feel insecure about how we execute our bodies. We feel insecure about how we contribute to the world as a whole. That's a problem. That's a problem. So we really need to delve into that and really understand how secure we should be able to operate with pure hearts. There's good intention behind operating as a secure person. You don't want to translate that into ego. That's too far. Okay. All right. So thanks so much for being here. That's all I had to say today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.